Joel, the president claiming that U.S. policy hasn't worked in North Korea in 25 years. Doesn't he have a point? I mean, the U.S. hasn't been able to stop North Korea's nuclear weapons program or their ambitions for that matter. I mean, was President Trump, was he handed a bad situation?
Well, Craig, certainly he wasn't handed a good situation, but diplomacy over the years has slowed down North Korea's nuclear program. When the agreed framework deal in 1994 was put forward, it slowed down North Korea's ability to manufacture plutonium for weapons. So it has borne fruit, but it has not been a perfect deal, certainly. But clearly what the president is doing right now is creating panic on Capitol Hill. And I think this whole Corker President Trump episode demonstrates a real fear that we are provoking, through his words, North Korea and military action deliberately, and that doesn't end well. Military action is not going to somehow stop a North Korean nuclear program, and these taunts, in fact, have the opposite of the intended effect, where they are encouraging North Korea to accelerate the development of its program and pushing away our allies. And there's really no strategy here that demonstrates how we're going to get to an end state that prevents their advancement of their nuclear program. This is very dangerous territory.
Joe, why, just to go back to what you said there, why would the president of the United States deliberately try and goad a country into war, into conflict?
I think there's a complete misread on the benefits of military action. It's sort of this fantasy idea. We had this before the Iraq War, where if we're going to invade Iraq, the United States military is very strong and we can do anything and it will all work out just fine. Well, we saw how that ended. It did not end well, and Iraq is still dealing with the consequences, as are we in Iraq. And so this misreading of what military power can achieve is very dangerous. And when one gets it in their mind that military power will resolve it, and they push other options off the table like diplomacy and economic pressure and working with our allies, they're setting ourselves up for a failure. And President Trump is conversely boxing himself in and kind of putting himself into a rhetorical position where he's leaving himself very few options to get out and to fix this. And I'm sure our military is very concerned about where this is heading. And